Hey, what's up, guys? So I played the Silent Hill 2 game remake yesterday, and check out my fog settings that I made a separate video of. Those fog settings, I got a couple guys in the community says that it looks just like 2001 version. Now, to me, it looked like I got lost in the streets with the fog. It was that much on my end. Sometimes I wish I had my PlayStation connected to a good capture card or something, but as long as you guys are enjoying the live streams, that's what matters too. I really enjoyed the game. I think the game overall is fun, but it's a slow burning game. So like, if you're not up to watching a slow burning game, you're gonna tune off really quick, because after a while, even my wife got bored at the beginning of the game, and I was trying to get I was trying to be immersed in the game, and it's kind of hard to be immersed in the game when someone is not enjoying the game, because then it kind of ruins the whole vibe. But at the same time, you can't blame her, because she just said it was boring. But once I got into the apartments, that's when I started feeling uncomfortable. When I started feeling like claustrophobic, I started feeling like I don't want to play this mode because it's really dark and enemies just pop out of nowhere. I didn't like that feeling at all. So overall, the game, I like it a lot. I think it's a great remake. I think it's going to look even better on the Pro. I wonder what it's going to look like on the PC. I'm looking forward to the Digital Foundry video when, what is it, Alex Battaglia, when he talks about what he's experienced playing the game on PC. I look forward to that. I think that's going to be really, really good video to get into. Overall, when I set the settings in the fog, I was immersed so much to the point where when I started seeing the fog, when I was going down the path trail before I even reached Silent Hill, I was already realizing that I have reached a utopia of just unlimited fog. And then once, people started tuning in, I had a couple people say, wow, it looks great, So I want you guys to try those settings out. I think that you'll really like those settings. But one thing about Silent Hill, I know they said they didn't take any enemies out, but if you see the same enemy over and over and over and over again, after a while, it's like, okay, when are the new enemies going to appear? I mean, how many levels do I have to complete before I can see something totally new? I recently just seen something. I saw Pinhead, or Pyramid Head. What am I called? Pinhead. Pyramid Head. I saw him. He was behind the bars, and he was just standing there. His hands were kind of like he was clenching his fists a little bit, and it was eerie. I found all the keys that I needed, and then I saw the enemy. There's an enemy that's, I don't know if it's chairs of a leg that are her hands, and then her feet are her hand. I'd have to pause it and really look at the model of what the hell were they trying to come up with that that monster. I don't know. I really don't know. So overall, I like the game. I think it's fun. It's a slow burning game. I think once you beat the game, you're not gonna want to play it again, to be honest with you. I think it's just not going to be as immersive anymore. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that's something to expect from a game like that, because it's just one of those games where it's just slow burning, and it's going to take a long time. Now, people that have beat the game already, pretty sure they enjoyed it, but I'm pretty sure they also have some things that they didn't like about the experience. Like, I can honestly say that when you play the original, you're getting the original soundtracks, you're getting the original characters that started the whole vibes of everything, and you're getting those camera views, the way the camera is panned, that really brings the immersion, really brings the scare factor in it. But this game, okay, I'm gonna say it, I got Alan Wake 2 vibes from the camera over the shoulder, and the way James is moving around the map. I got Alan Wake 2 vibes. That's probably, I would say, because you gotta remember, didn't they use Unreal Engine 5 for Alan Wake 2? And I think they used it for this game. So one thing I noticed is when they use this Unreal Engine 5, Unreal Engine 5 is a technology that there's more to be desired and not enough power to be distributed to see it. That's what the Unreal Engine 5 does. It gives you more to be desired because there's just so much more that can be fixed, but the technology is so outdated. I would say it just can't handle it. I would say it just can't handle it. That's something I noticed, 100%. It cannot handle it. So that's important to note. It's one of those factors. So do I like the game? Yeah, I would give the game an 8 out of 10. I would give the game an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. No question about it. 8 out of 10. Because the reason why I said 8 out of 10, because it's not 100% perfect. The fog, I got the fog looking really nice. And when it comes to everything else, it's decent, but I give it an 8 out of 10. The beginning, I lost the immersion when I was going through the trail. The choppy graphics really made me feel like the game was not completed. Because when a game back in the day, when Konami would complete a game, there was none of these hiccups here and there. The game looked great from start to finish, okay? So I'm tired of the immersion being taken away. I'm not a fan of that at all. Do I like the game? Yeah, I like the game, but I told you I give it an 8. I give it an 8. 8 out of 10. I'm not going any higher, but I'm not going any lower because you got to give credit where credit's due. The character models, I think it's going to be generic. I think it's going to be, when you start to see the characters, you're going to get the vibes like we're back again, but not quite. Already I'm starting to see like the way James moves around. He's very good at the way he moves around, but he's very limited. I feel like he's lifeless, but that's just the way the game was meant to be, because the very first one was just like moving around very awkwardly. So yeah, those are the vibes I'm getting from the Silent Hill 2. And I told you guys, I already like the game. I like how the controller lights up different colors. I like the haptic feedback. The sound effects. Let's talk about the sound effects. The sound effects in the game are perfected. I think the sound effects really get me unnerved. They make me feel like I'm on edge trying to figure out where the enemy is, and they did a good job with that. The crawlers, the bugs, just the radio signal frequency when it's berserking. That all that stuff is very well done. Very well done. Yep. All that stuff is very well done, and I really appreciate that. I like stuff like that. It really brings the immersion, you know? It really brings the immersion. So at the same time, I really enjoyed that a lot. So the sound effects are really good. If you got a headset, it's really good. Try out my double fog settings. I did a really good job with the fog settings. I really did. I really made it look nice, and that's something that I like. I like to make the game look really polished, immersed, all that stuff. I'm into that kind of stuff. So overall, do I like the game? Absolutely. I think the game is phenomenal, and I give it an 8 out of 10. So an 8's a pretty good number. I have yet to see other monster enemies. So here's what I noticed. The enemies so far, the straitjacket skin loped women, the crawlers, which is the same thing, the beetles, the chair-legged monsters that are half hands, half legs, just a mannequin. I don't know what to make out of those. That I saw a pyramid head, and I think that's it for now. So who's missing? You got the nurses. You got those. I think that boss where it kind of like plunges from the ceiling, and it's in a cage, and it's private area. Has like a mouth on it. Really eerie stuff. When I saw that, I was just like, holy moly, you know. So that's something. And then what do you call it? What else? I don't think I've seen everything yet. So overall, I would give the game a solid playthrough. But once I beat it, I'm probably not gonna play it again because it just takes too long. It's a 20-hour game that feels like it'll take forever to beat. And you know, we got Call of Duty season coming, Black Ops 6. You know I'm gonna be tuning into that, but you know I'm also tuning into Gran Turismo 7 with the PlayStation 5 Pro 4K at 120. You already know. So that's something I want to get really immersed in. And I'm really excited. Really excited about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Even though I wanted to get the 30th anniversary, I saved myself like almost $350, $400. So that's a good thing, honestly. That's an amazing thing. So I'm glad I did that. Overall, everything so far, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot, and just really appreciate the fact that we could play Silent Hill 2 in 2024. So yeah, I really like it a lot. I like it a lot. In my opinion, I think it's a decent game, but I give it an 8 out of 10. I know I'm mumbling a little too much, but I enjoy the game. I really enjoy the game. I think it's it pulled a lot of good strides. That's the kind of game it is. So I really appreciate that very much. And yeah, we'll look to see where the future takes us for gaming. You know, I definitely enjoy the game. I enjoy the game, and you know they're probably going to come out with all the other Silent Hills, so we're going to look forward to that. I think we're going to see some really good overall games when it comes to that stuff. So yeah, I haven't seen all the monsters. I haven't seen all the levels, but right now I'm in the apartments, and man, these apartments just make you feel very claustrophobic. You go into the apartments and you get lost in the floors. It's very very hard to get used to. So that's something I'm trying to get used to right now, and I'm actually liking it a lot. I think it's a great part of the game. They going through the floors of the apartments, getting the keys, looking for resources like crazy, health, and syringes, so I can get my health back, because I'm tired of seeing the red cloud all around the screen. I know I could turn that feature off, but that's part of the immersion, I think you could call it. Yeah, it's part of the immersion. So overall, the game is, I told you, an 8 out of 10. I know I keep repeating myself, and that's something that I'm really enjoying. 8 out of 10. Now, we got another game that's coming out by the same, I think it's Konami. Was it Slitherhead? The same people that made the Silent Hill? Slitherhead. That's coming out this month. So we should try that game out too. But so far, share your thoughts. Tell me what would you rate Silent Hill 2? I hear people already beat the game. They're playing through it in the like the Game Plus mode, or the hard mode has got to be really tough. It's got to be really tough. I like to hear your opinions and your concerns, the pros and cons of the game. Comment, hit the like button for this video so we could get a bunch of people to just talk about this game on my channel. I know there's many people talking on other channels, but we could get a bunch of people to talk on this channel. And yeah, Silent Hill 2. I wish James could run a little bit faster, because it takes forever to get from point A to point B. And I guess that's part of the game. So that's where I get the Alan Wake 2 vibes, because it's basically just a constant slow burn type of game, where to get through it you literally have to go through the whole game. And some people like that, some people don't, but that's just the kind of game it is. You're gonna you're going to be taken away from other games. 20 hours to probably beat the game and then to get through everything. 20 hours. So, there's a lot of people out here today. It's going to be another one of these crazy days like always. Too many people out, and these traffic lights are so bad because the traffic lights never change on time. I want to tell you guys one thing. Whenever you're at a traffic light, just remember, if you go all the way up to the line, that's where the plates are. The plates determine how much weight is on the line of the road, and when it reaches a certain amount of weight, that's when the light turns. So that's something you need to understand. If they were to open up that control panel, they could see all that stuff right in there where the people are stopping. That's why if you notice, like, someone stops not in the right part of the line and they're just kind of like half in, half out, and then you're wondering why the light's taking so long to turn, that's why. So I've had to beep at somebody once to get them to pull forward for the light to turn green. People don't know a lot of things. People just don't know a lot of things. So with that being said, yeah, that's what happens with the traffic lights. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm going to work right now, and I will be getting ready for work. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you don't have Silent Hill 2, give it a shot. I can't wait to try it out on the PS5 Pro. Try it out on the Portal when I have the Wi-Fi 7 router, because I'm upgrading all that stuff. I'm not playing around anymore. No more standard modem. It's ridiculous how shitty a standard modem really runs. So with that being said, thank you so much. Subscribe, comment, share the video, hit the like button. See you guys in the next one.